So before we start this somewhat short video to end the week, I'm going to be streaming tonight at 8:30 PM GMT over on Twitch, link below. So for this short video, we need a person, and I'm going to go with the anti-Brexit lawyer, Jolion Malgum. If I've mispronounced your name, I don't care, and I have a good reason for this. But to do this, I now need to explain something to you for those of you that aren't British. In the United Kingdom, much like in many other nations, we have a creature called a fox. Foxes are by many deemed to be rodents, pests, scavengers. These days they are pretty much the bin raiders that aren't the seagulls, or as others would recognise them, roadkill. Many years ago, fox hunting was legal in this country, and thankfully it was abolished, in favour of something more humane that involved following a scent as opposed to following a creature with a bunch of dogs that would then summarily tear that animal to pieces. I stand firmly in favour of not having anyone harm a creature like a fox unnecessarily. Fox hunting was an unnecessary sport, and rightly banned in the United Kingdom. There are others that believe at this present time the Conservatives may try to unban it. I hope they don't. I really do. Now that you have this piece of information, even though it's not fox hunting related but is related to a fox, let's go back to Jolion Malgum, who on Boxing Day decided, in his infinite wisdom, when a fox got caught in the netting around the chicken coop in his central London garden, to instead of calling the RSPCA or any other animal agency that could come out to remove the fox from the fencing, decided, oh, let me go get Lucille. I've been wanting to try out my cosplay for a while, and nothing screams Negan more than a disabled and distressed creature tangled in chicken wire. Because to me, the only thing that actually matters is I get target practice, and I get my rocks off, and I then use the excuse that my chickens were distressed as an excuse for absolutely unnecessary wanton destruction of a creature that was just trying to escape after it had unsuccessfully tried to get to the chickens. Which, by the way, is a great statement for the quality of fencing you had erected. You didn't need to finish the creature off. You just need to remove the creature, take the creature to a safe location, somewhere far away I might add, release the creature, and fix your fencing, because it evidently worked. I know I earlier referenced Jolion Malgum cosplaying as Negan. I was wrong. He was cosplaying as a Japanese woman in a kimono. And the reason I mention this lawyer in particular is because many will have known him from him helping Gina Miller in her campaigns against the UK government on the subject of Brexit. I will not be discussing Brexit on this channel, beyond saying, well, I guess it's happening now, isn't it? Moving on. In the United Kingdom, we have some animal welfare laws, most prominent being the Animal Welfare Act, which says to cause unnecessary suffering of an animal can lead to prison sentences or a fine of up to £20,000. Now, I'm not entirely sure who the money's going to go to, but I'm right to assume it's not going to go back to the den where the fox originated, or be put in a 401k for the Americans, perhaps a trust fund for that fox's children, put them through school and other such things, and I'm almost certain this man will not face charges for this. I should say, you do deserve punishment for it. And I stand with Chris Packman, the TV naturalist, who said that managing wildlife doesn't necessitate cruelly killing it, which is exactly what I think. You are a coward and took the coward's way out, and then decided to flex on Twitter about it because you thought, I'm tough now, innit fam swag. So I must of course alert the world to my accomplishment as a warrior. I mean, I'm a beast in my wife's kimono. I really hope it was a few sizes too small. I really do. Because nothing screams sexy more than some anti-Brexit, anti-democratic prat twatting a fox around the head with Lucille because he couldn't be bothered to pick up his phone and call for help. Who needs help, right? Who needs that when we could just twat a fox for free? Feckless. Understandably, the RSPCA in the United Kingdom have said that this is a very distressing incident and that anyone with first-hand knowledge should file a report. The director for the Animal Aid Charity, or Animal Aid Charity is the name, has said that it is shocking that this wild animal was condemned to such a brutal death, and that anyone should react this way is saddening. As a final parting bit to this, Joe Malcolm has decided to admit he broke the law. He has called and spoken to the RSPCA because he realises tweeting that he twatted a fox with Lucille was probably the stupidest tweet he could put out. It's right up with I like toast and literally anything said by Donald Trump, according to his haters. And he's left his contact details with them. Now I hope he does get fined for this. I personally would like him to be on the next fox hunt that I hear about, with him running with the scent attached to his shoes. I'm not saying the dogs will harm him. I'm just saying he should go for a very long jog with some very hungry dogs chasing him. If they catch him, that's a different problem. Perhaps some protective gear. Although I'm not entirely sure much would do anything to help him in the long run. With this, I know many of you aren't too interested in this type of subject, but I'm quite interested to know what you think about what Joe Malcolm has done and what he should have done instead. So please let me know in the comments below. Now, if I don't see you tonight over on Twitch, I hope you'll have a fantastic Friday and subsequent weekend, and thank you all for listening.